listening to All the Best. I'm Belinda Lopez, filling in for Georgia Moody, and our show today is The Sixth Sense. And no, it does not feature Bruce Willis. Instead, we're going to take you on a journey through dreams, spirits, and intuition, the kind of stories you don't hear every day. Aunty Marlene Cummins. She's a teacher of Indigenous dance and culture at the Redfern Community Centre in Sydney and an internationally renowned blues musician. Basically, she's doing pretty well for herself, but it hasn't always been like that. Aunty Marlene grew up on fringe camps in outback Queensland, and she's had a long, hard road to success. And today, she's going to tell us about the help that she had along the way. Here's Marlene with her story, Spirit Guide.
I grew up in the outback, on the land, dirt floors, tin shacks and tents. And I was born in a fringe camp at Cunnamulla. I was brought up with the stories of the spirit world. Our elders gave stories like the hairy man, the Junjari. The Junjari will get you if you wander away from the tribe. Always stay in that tribe, always stay in that close connect, especially if you're going into uncharted waters or when you're going out hunting, or especially at night time. See, that was a time, if you played up night time and you, even to the point of not doing your homework. And the elders go into these great elaborate stories. That was our learning through life to be more better behaved, all the spirit stories. And that's what's been handed down from generation to generation for thousands of years. And then if I tell some of them, because that's the whole thing about it too, they're sacred stories. I'm trying to think of the ones that are more socially acceptable to the point where I won't be getting in trouble from my community if there's anybody out there listening for breaking that protocol, you know what I mean? But then when we come to the city, we had to come to the Western world with all its surface materialistic things. I guess that's why. There are all these contributing factors anyway. Our family fell apart. As a young Aboriginal girl who inadvertently had my whole home broken up due to the institutionalised racism from school right up to the justice system, which left my brothers and sisters in a home, my whole family fragmented, and I was on the street homeless and aimless.
Strength at our core, shine in your light.
The Aboriginal spiritual world is an amazing, powerful, dynamic place to live in. And you know what? It is powerful and dynamic in the most urban of situations. I've had been scared by a spirit, a good spirit, because that was the only way I was able to be reached, because I was so in the mire of bad decisions in life. They have the power to prompt you to think, to take this road as opposed to the other road. And then you realise when you go down that road, your ancestral spirit told you, prompted you spiritually to go down the other one because something was there that was beneficial to your life. They were designed for me. I've seen things that were just, if I told anybody anyway, they probably wouldn't believe me. No matter who you are, you're born with forces in your head. See, Aboriginal people are taught to talk to those bad spirits when they try to cause you to visualise in your mind's eye bad things that are coming at you. I say to on my father's side, you got no power over me. Only Nalligura got all power. Get out. I call on Nalligura. On my mother's side, I can't mention the word to you for you to hear because it's my own personal ownership it's an intimate one. It's sacred, but I know the word and I hand it down to my children. And they will not say it because they know the power. They are grown up with the dynamic of the power of the spiritual world We live in the spiritual realm every day, and that is the most powerful thing that haven't been able to be taken away from us. We have our land taken from us, you know. We are the oldest living race that still live in the spirit world of our ancestors. And that's something that is very powerful and can't be taken away, you know. But it's evident in when we get together, we're seeing how things are happening now. Seems that things have to come to a crisis point because of the way the Western system of thinking don't think about future generations. They only think of the power and the money and everything that they can get now. They don't think like Aboriginal people. That's just that spiritual way of living and thinking was all about future generations. And that's the reason why we was able to survive for thousands and thousands and thousands of years and nurture and look after the land for everybody to enjoy today, you know. So I would like people to put away their mung beans and crystals and think about that, meditate on that. You know, that very land you walk on is soaked in blood, but, you know, there was exquisite, beautiful relationship with the land. And if we hadn't had a powerful spiritual base, you wouldn't have been able to enjoy the fruits of this beautiful country you call Australia today.
Marlene Cummins, of all the best.